I'm going to give you 5 ways to make real money with AI in 2026, starting from zero. I own an AI agency in Canada and I've implemented AI for real paying clients, and one project alone saved a client about $5,000. So I know what actually works right now and what is just pure content online. Most of what you are seeing about making money with AI online was made by people whose business's model is simply views. Mine is implementation. That changes every single thing on the list of what we're going to be discussing today in the course of this conversation. So by the end of this video, of you finishing this entire video, you will have 5 specific methods that you can start implementing today without you needing following, without having a product, and without you having to spend 2 years of doing trial and error, which I've already done for you so that you don't have to. The last one is what I would tell Brian, a first-time founder with 0 clients. If he came to me today asking how to make his first dollar with AI, I want you to stay until you get that one at the end. But first of all, I want to say welcome to the Founder's Diary. And this is another episode where we get to share with you a lot of AI tips and what we are basically doing for our businesses and what we are helping other clients to do for their businesses. Having said that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video and share it with someone who would definitely need this. And let's jump into it. There are businesses in your city right now that are paying people to do work that Claude could do in minutes for them. I'm talking about bookkeeping summaries, I'm talking about proposal writing, I'm talking about customer follow-up emails, intake forms, all of it manually, slow, and even expensive at the same time. And these are things that Claude can actually do in a snap of a finger. I walked into a company, spent time diagnosing 3 broken manual processes, and I built them with AI. That client now saved $5,000 a month from a redundant process they used to use before I got there. This is a sellable service. And the thing most people miss is that you do not need a following to actually do this. You need to find one business owner with one painful, expensive problem, and you use AI to solve that problem for them. The business owners does not care about AI. They care that their follow-up emails used to take 3 hours and now it's taking them few minutes. That is what you are selling to them. The tool is just how you deliver it to your clients. I want you to start by listing 5 local businesses you already know around you, okay? A dentist, a property manager, a small law firm. Walk in and ask what they do every single week that they hate doing. The answer to that question is exactly your pitch deck that you need. But before you go pitch anyone, there is a step most people skip entirely, and is the reason they cannot close a single client after being in business for months. I'll get to that in point 2. The fastest way to get your first client is to already have proof that you can do the work that you are claiming to know how to do. And the fastest way to get that proof is to actually do the work for yourself. And most people skip this step and then they wonder why no one will hire them to actually do what they know how to do. I want you to spend 3 to 6 months implementing AI tools inside your own current job or a company you already have access to. Get a real result, write it down, make sure you have it well detailed down. That result is what will become your case study. And that case study will close more deals than any portfolio or website you can ever show. This is exactly what I did with my first business. Crystal Cleaning, my cleaning company, was the first place I ever tested AI-driven operations. I broke things, I fixed them, I learned what actually holds up when real clients are actually involved, not just demos, not just assumptions and watching 10,000 YouTube videos. One documented win, even a small one like cutting a team's weekly reporting time in half, is worth more than 6 months of posting about AI on LinkedIn. Get the result first, then go sell it. Point 3 is where things get interesting, because this one generates monthly recurring revenue for you. And most people building it are overcomplicating it right now, especially with all our YouTube gurus teaching us 1,001 things in 1,001 ways every single hours. So I want you to stop thinking about SaaS platforms at this moment. Stop thinking about app stores. I'm talking about one tool, one niche, one problem, and a client who pays you every single month to keep it running. A dental clinic that needs automated appointment reminders, a real estate agent who needs AI written listing descriptions, a gym owner who wants AI to handle member check-in follow-up every single week. These are not complex builds. They solve something the client is currently paying a human to actually do badly, and you're coming in to use AI to do it faster, cheaper, and way better than what they already do. That is what a lot of value. I use Lovable and Replit with clients who are just getting started with no code. You do not need to be a developer. That's the beautiful thing about the era we find ourselves. You need to understand the client's workflow well enough for you to be able to build something that actually fits into that workflow. You can charge $300 to $500 a month to maintain and update that tool for them. Sign 3 clients like that and you have a real income stream. The tool does not have to be impressive, it just has to work. Which is why most times I would tell people reliability is actually the product you're selling at this level. Number 4 is the one I call the most underrated on this entire list. Almost no one is doing it. And it actually requires 0 technical builds to actually implement. So I will share it with you. You see, most businesses have heard of AI. Almost none of them have trained their team to actually use these AI tools in terms of privacy and security. That gap is your business right there, sitting beautifully and waiting for you. I walk into companies with 0 AI awareness and got 2 to 5 people from knowing nothing to using Claude confidently inside a few sessions with them. People who were nervous about technology were now being able to run their own prompt within a day of having to sit down with them and running a workshop. A half-a-day workshop for a team of 10 can bill anywhere between $1,500 to $3,000 depending on the size of the company and the industry we are talking about. And yet you don't need no product to build, no audience needed, no complicated tech stack. You need a clear curriculum and warm introduction to get yourself into that room. The curriculum here is not hard to build. Walk them through Claude, show them how to prompt for their actual job task, not generic examples. Let them try it out on something that is real while you are actually in the room with them on a task they do every day, something they feel like they needed to actually always do it manually. Show them how to use AI and do it on the spot. That is what more than any testimonial would have done for you to get that client to book you for more sessions. And here's the part people will miss. Every workshop is a sales conversation for implementation work. You spend half a day with a team, you see exactly where their operations are broken, and you leave with 3 potential project conversations. The workshop pays you to find your next client, basically. That's what it is, because you go in there, you find what is broken, then you recommend it to them and you tell them this can be fixed, and I think this needs to be fixed in order for us to get from here to there. And guess what? Now they see the value. Now the question is, when can I get the money to get this started if they don't have it to start immediately? Which brings us to point number 5. This is the one I will give Brian if he came to me today with no client, no track record. This is the entry point, and it's the one that ties everything I have been talking about for the past few minutes together as one concept. If you have no client, no case studies, and you have no idea when to start in this whole conversation we've been having, this is exactly where you start. You charge a small fixed fee, around $500. You spend 2 hours with a business owner. You map out their current workflow. You show them exactly where AI could save them time or money. Then you write it up, hand it to them, and you give it and you call it an AI audit. $500 backed, just like that. That is the whole thing. Most audits turn into implementation contracts really fast. The ones that do not still pay you $500 for 2 hours of work. Every single audit teaches you something you cannot learn from YouTube videos, including this one you're actually watching. Because at the end of everything we are saying here, if you do not implement, then all of this is just bullshit. The reason this works is that business owners are not looking for someone to sell them AI. They are looking for someone they actually trust to tell them the truth about their own operations. So you walk in, you listen to them, you diagnose their problem, and you tell them what you actually see that is wrong in their business. That is very rare. That is what they pay you for. I have watched clients go from, I don't even know if I need AI, to signing a $3,000 implementation contract because the audit made the problem real for them. It made it very visible. So the audit is not just your entry point, it's your sales process also. It's more like, this is part of my funnel of how I get people to stay with me long term. And that's exactly what we do with Chimney Studios. And if you are a business owner watching this right now, you don't know absolutely where to start, how to get this into your business, feel free to look in the description of this video. You're going to see a link where you can actually jump in and have a conversation with me or my team, and you can get yourself started real quick. Here's what I want you to do the moment you finish watching this video. I want you to pick one of these 5 methods I have just shared with you. Write down one business you already know and decide which one of their problems you are going to walk in and diagnose for them tomorrow. That is the whole move I want you to take. You do not need a following of 1,000, 2,000 followers to do this. You do not need a product. You need one conversation with one business owner who has one real problem that you have the answer and the solution to. So watching this video, saving it to be the number 101 videos you have saved this week in your watch later list will not help you. But doing this exact thing is exactly what will help you. And if you're looking for a playbook of how to actually implement this as a business or an agency owner, feel free to look into the description of this video. You're going to see my exact playbook that I've linked down there. You can take it and start making money out of it tomorrow as long as you implement. So yeah, there you have it. And this was it for this episode of the Founders Diary, and I'm happy you stay till the end of this video. And feel free to hit that subscribe button so you'll be, and yeah, this really helps us a ton if you like the video and share with some of your folks who might need it. And I will see you on the next one.